everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you might be dialing in from around the world. Thank you all for joining and spending time with us for today's webinar, Trends and Drivers in Corporate Banking 2022 and Beyond, presented by IT Novarica Group and NTT Data. I'm Caitlin Labby, and I'll be your host for today's webinar. We'll be starting the webinar shortly, but first, let me just cover a few quick housekeeping items. We will be taking questions at the end of the webinar, so please feel free to submit your questions using the questions feature located in the GoToWebinar toolbar to the right of your screen. Also, today's webinar will be recorded, and a link to view the recording on demand will be available after the session. It is now my pleasure to introduce today's speakers. Enrico Camarinelli is a strategic advisor on IT Novarica Group's commercial banking and payments team. Based in Milan, Enrico specializes in commercial banking, cash and trade finance, and payments, and he brings a strong European focus to IT Novarica Group's commercial banking practice. He's joined today by an exciting panel of experts, and we're looking forward to this conversation. I'll turn the mic over now to Enrico for further introductions and to dive into today's content. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed today's webinar. Enrico, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the great introduction, and really excited to have this great lineup of speakers for today's sessions on trend and drivers in corporate banking, moving from this year beyond. I will be have the privilege of being the moderator and facilitator for today's session, and the agenda is pretty rich, as we will see. There will be for sure a welcome, so this will allow our participants and panelists to better introduce themselves. And then, as you see, we have two sections, or actually two of the many trends that we have seen, but on which we want to point our attention today. One is on the banking as a service and the connected banking. And the second trend is a combination of supply chain finance and ESG, so environment, social, and governance. As you suggested, Caitlin, we're going to take questions throughout the session so that we will have a final Q&A part just to answer as many questions as we can. So what I would say, just because time is short, this is the lineup of our speakers, and I will ask Tina to start with a quick introduction and followed by the others.
Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. My name is Tina Tinortina in short. I have been working at Zalando since 2012, so it's been already 10 years. I started in treasury team, and after 6 years, I decided to go to the dark side of treasury, so I joined the technical team, and since then, I'm leading corporate solutions team and supporting business department from technical side.
Thank you. It's great to have the treasury side as well. And then we have Angel. You cannot see Angel because he's dialing from remote.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Angel Bustos. I'm working in Santander for the past 15 years. Previously, I used to be a strategic consultant. In the past years, I've been leading supply chain finance globally here in Santander. So pretty much looking forward to this exciting webinar.
Thank you. So after, let's say, the corporate side, the banking side, now we move to the business services with Miguel Mas from NTT Data. Miguel.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miguel. I'm a director from the Madrid office in charge of the GTB practice of NTT Data. I've been working in consulting companies for more than 17 years, and now I'm taking care of corporate banking and GTB businesses. So,
thank you. And in perfect alphabetical order, again, the view from the banker with Rafael.
Hi, Rafael Otero. I'm with Deutsche Bank, Chief Product Officer and Chief Information Officer for the corporate bank. My background is more from a software engineering side and actually more on fintechs before this.
Great. Thank you. So I guess we should get back to the video now, to the screen, and I will basically break the ice and give an overview of the topic of the, especially of trend one. So we start with the trend one section. And I'm happy to share a few of the research results so far. This is an ongoing research I am conducting on the notion of banking as a service.